Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello out there. Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. And ladies and gentlemen, I come to you on an historic day. Have yourselves bronzed and engraved. Because today, the Senate took up 2 articles of impeachment against Homeland Security Secretary and man paralyzed by all the toppings at Sweetgreen. Alejandro Mayorkas. House Republicans have never identified a specific high crime or misdemeanor for the impeachment, which is usually kind of a thing. But still, historic. It's only the second time in America that a cabinet member has been impeached. The first was Secretary of War William Belknap back in 1876, which Congress accused of prostituting his high office to his lust for private gain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Earlier this week, House managers had the task of walking the articles of impeachment from the House over to the Senate because the Founding Fathers believed that such official acts should always be done in person while getting your steps in. Now, by the Constitution, the Senate now has to set aside all legislative business, lay out the rules, and hold a trial. This is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight, and I am here for it tonight. We'll be dedicating our entire show to the... I'm sorry, what's happening?
The Senate has just voted to end the impeachment trial of Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas.
That was quick. What do you guys want to talk about? I thought we were going to do the whole show. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, this is just more bad news for Republican Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, seen here in his profile pic on hammeryourownpenis.com. Mike Johnson needed this win because momentum is building to oust Johnson from his House speakership. And they just got rid of the last guy 6 months ago. Republican Speaker of the House has joined the list of least secure jobs, just below number 2 leader of ISIS, world's oldest man, and Rupert Murdoch fiancé. I love her. She's a nurse or something. I didn't ask. Next. But Johnson's not going down without a fight, folks. He went on Fox Business over the weekend to remind Republicans that he has the backing of the party's dear leader.
I spent hours with the president on Friday. He's 100% with me.
Well, that settles it. Trump is 100% with him. Isn't that right, sir?
Are you going to protect Speaker Johnson?
Well, we'll see what happens with that.
That is a dose of classic Trump loyalty. He's got your back so he can push you under a bus. It's just like his wedding vows. I take thee, Melania, to be my lawful wedded next wife. For better or, well, we'll see what happens after that. Today is a day off in Donald Trump's hush money trial, which is good. I'm sure he needs time to rest after all that napping. Yesterday was a surprisingly productive court session because they picked 7 jurors. I was not one of them. And while their identities will be kept secret, we've learned a little bit about who it is, like juror number 4, who said of the ex-president, I find him fascinating and mysterious. Like, when he says he wants to shoot protesters and jail his opponents, what does he mean? I can fix him. There's also juror number 2, who seemed surprised to find herself in this situation, telling the court, I didn't even know I was walking into this. Okay, but at some point, there must have been some context clues. Honey, for some reason, this Soul Cycle has a bailiff. Of course, most of the potential jurors were dismissed, including one who posted a video of social media of an AI version of Trump saying, I'm dumb as Damn. I didn't know AI was coming for my job. Yesterday, as soon as he was released from the proceedings, Trump went right from court to campaign at a bodega. Now, for my viewers who do not live in New York, bodega is Spanish for convenience store where you can get coffee, cigarettes, spicy chips they only sell in Uruguay, dusty cans of Chef Boyardee, ginseng vitality juice that makes your hair feel like it's screaming, and, for some reason, one electric lawnmower up on a high shelf.
Wow.
All run by a guy who exclusively calls you Big Boss. Now, specifically, Trump chose to stop by Sanaa convenience store because it had been the site of a violent attack that resulted in public criticism for the district attorney now prosecuting him. Or he was just there buying scratchers. Come on, come on. Daddy owes $454 million to the state of New York. Here we go. Balloon. Balloon. Oh, horseshoe. I was robbed. Stop the scratch. Here's what Trump said when he got to the store.
This is a very exciting time for me because the Bodegas, the association, invited me.
Yes, it's true. Here in New York City, there is a Bodega association. They share an office with the International Brotherhood of Guys Selling Bootleg DVDs on a Blanket in Chinatown. This morning, I got Starship Troopers there. First half of it still plays. First half still plays. This morning, with his short break from court, Trump used Truth Social to stay laser-focused on the issues that voters care most about. Stupid Jimmy Kimmel, who still hasn't recovered from his horrendous performance and big ratings drop as host as the Academy Awards, especially when he showed he suffered from TDS, commonly known as Trump derangement syndrome, to the entire world by reading on air my truth about how bad a job he was doing that night. That's right. In the middle of a presidential campaign and countless federal indictments, he's obsessed with the Academy Awards from 5 weeks ago. I look forward to his new campaign slogan, Trump 2024. They gave it to Green Book? Also, you keep my friend Jimmy Kimmel's name out of your weird little wet mouth, okay? Jimmy Kimmel. I'm mad. Jimmy Kimmel is my podcast brother from Strike Force 5. And I have vowed to defend him until my death or until the next ad for Mint Mobile. And for the record, sir, Jimmy did an incredible job as host. Oscar viewership was up 4%. That's right. This year, 4 more people watched. As long as we're talking awards, I am proud to present one right now. In the category of Outstanding Achievement in Syphilitic Ramble in a Social Media Post, the winner is, well... Now, sure, you want to see? You want us to see close up? Think that'll work? While Trump is facing jurors, Biden is getting praise from the fashion police. You see, the New York Times recently published an article titled The Biden Guide to Dressing Younger. Biden's youthful style relies on solid color ties with four-in-hand or half Windsor knots and shirts with a heightened collar to minimize waddles and to create a tidy frame for his face. And that's not all. When Biden really wants to shave a few years off, he employs the sartorial tactic known as Big Wowie Pop. We gotta support Ukraine. Of course, Biden isn't the first older politician who's tried to dress younger. We all remember Senator Chuck Grassley's ill-fated FUBU phase. The design experts say all these tactics show that Biden recognizes the difference between getting old and looking old. Sure, it's all optics. Like, if you want to look tall, you stand next to someone shorter. That's why Biden has hired a new campaign manager, Roger T. Cryptkeeper. Now, so that was a fashion article complimentary to Biden, but no slow Newsday puff piece goes brutally unpunished, because last night we heard from Trump advisor and evil banker in a kids' movie who just foreclosed on the skate park, Stephen Miller. Miller went on Hannity and yelled this.
The most stylish president and first lady in our lifetimes are Donald Trump and Melania Trump. Donald Trump's a style icon. He changed American fashion.
It's true, Trump is a style icon, whose barrier-breaking fashion choices include tie stolen from Party Clown. We got a great show for you tonight. guests are John Lithgow and Pulitzer Prize-winning historian Doris Kearns Goodwin. And when we come back, meanwhile, join us, won't you?